Oh, shit. Oh, God, I forgot I was live already. I'm sorry. I know I've only been 30 seconds, but I literally forgot that I started the live. Whoopsies. I feel like it might be a very quiet reading today because it is the long weekend. So I'm just going to do my thing. This is a general message. Take what resonates and discard what doesn't. And we are going to bring in the energy. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, we have the first house. We have some indecision here with Leo. And the North Node, South Node. Success. Maybe somebody doesn't know. Maybe you're waiting for like test results to come in or something like that, and you want to know if it's positive or negative. It seems to be positive, but maybe you're just not seeing it clearly. So there could be something along the lines of good news coming in for somebody very soon. What is this about? Yeah, see, red flag. Somebody doesn't think that it's good news, though. They think it's bad news. Yeah. Again, like if you're in a new contract or you're waiting for a new contract, I think you think you're going to get fired and they're going to tell you that, you know, you didn't get it, or you might meet somebody and you start dating and you think right away like, oh, they're not going to like me. I do not think that that is the case. No, yeah, exactly. There's something that you're not seeing. Somebody's not seeing something right. You're thinking that it's not the right time for something, that there's a red flag. You're going to need to choose another direction. No, absolutely not. You're not going anywhere. Whatever this new thing is, it's here to stay. Lucky number 13. But maybe somebody just hasn't been lucky for a while. So, and these people do give a fuck about you. Okay, if you're wondering, do they even give a fuck about me? Am I even seen? Does anybody appreciate me? Does anybody respect me? Yeah, they do. And suddenly, like now I'm getting this huge pain in my third eye. It's like somebody can't see it though. Like your third eyes is not opening to this. You're getting the wrong, somebody's getting the wrong message. Like they're going to have to die. And the whole situation is going to die and you're going to have to start again. Death in reverse. Like you might think, oh my God, I'm going to have another mental breakdown. I can't do this again. I can't find this again. I can't buy this again. I can't do this again. Spirit believes that somebody is in danger. Now that is in reverse. In reverse, these people are your friends. Okay, so somebody's gut feeling is that they can't trust something, and it's absolutely the opposite. Like, there is no danger here. Like, you can trust these people. I think you've been underestimated for a very long time. And you might actually be in the right position for once, and now you think it's still the wrong one, and it's not. There's wrath. I do feel like someone's going to get angry. Like, if I don't get this, if this something doesn't happen for me, or if I can't start, or if I don't get the job, or if I can't go to school, like they're going to get really fucking mad. Okay. So, and I think the universe knows that, like, you're right there with, if justice doesn't do anything for you, you're about to do it for justice. Because you think there's a red flag and you think you're going to get fucked again. And honestly, I do not think so. I really don't. I really think that this is mind over matter kind of situation. Successful journey in reverse, chain reaction. See, if you are, it's almost like your perception might ruin this. Like, if you think it's going to get ruined, if you think you're going to lose the job, you might ruin it. You might end up sabotaging yourself if you don't, right? Because it's a chain reaction of, oh, look at that Goth God on the bottom of the deck. It's a chain reaction. Like, what happens if you let those bad thoughts get in, like everybody hates you and everyone's turning on you. And like, what happens with that if that kind of shit slips into your head again. Okay. Because that's almost like it could a little bit be a somewhat of a delusion, right? But it's not in a sense where you've gone through it before. So it's not like it could never happen, right? It's not like you're thinking of something that is so far-fetched that there's no way, right? Why do you even go down that road? Like, bitch, you already been down that road. What are you talking about? Like, you've lived on that road. Okay. Don't go down that road. That's my address. Okay. So really it's like change that like mindset a bit, because it might have gone wrong 1,000 fucking times, but guess what? 1,001, you get it. Okay. It just depends sometimes what you're willing to do to fight for something, what you're willing to do if something's slipping out of your grip and you feel like you're going to lose it. Are you willing to maintain it? Are you willing to keep it there? Are you willing to hold on to it, tighter just to make sure you don't lose it? Are you willing to, like, what are you willing to do to keep the things in your life that you really want there? Right. And if you have a pattern of negative energy around you, then you could have like negative, like ghosts around you or entities or attacks around you. They see you do good in something and they bring you down, right? They want to trash your name, your reputation. I was listening to this song today. It's called Ambition by Whale, I believe. W-A-L-E. Not quite sure. Oh yeah, it's got Rick. Is it Rick Ross? I think Rick Ross is in there. They're gonna love me for my ambition. Sister made me this playlist, and it's called Ambition. And I was like, they are going to love me for my ambition. Okay. Like, the universe is going to love you for how hard it is that you try. And that's the thing. If you're some type of product of some type of negative energy, then it's your ambition that keeps you going, right? It's your ambition that's probably got you jobs. It's your ambition that's kept the fucking lights on in your apartment. It's your ambition, right? They can't squash that. They can't take that away from you, your ability to fight, but they can make you depressed and then you don't want to fight anymore. What up, Sarah? Hello, everybody. Okay. And then, right, like once you start getting down on yourself, that's when the gun's going to come out. Okay. Because then it's like, you're not reading the energy right anymore. Or maybe you are reading the energy right. You need to be packing. Okay. Something like that, because there could be just nasty energy around you that's trying to get you to do something negative. Okay. Like, break up with somebody, quit a job, get out of your apartment, get out of a contract. Like, they want you to do that. So if you're hearing things in your head about why you even go into that job, nobody likes you, I don't know, if they're fucking with your third ear in some way, Don't listen to it. It's not the truth. It's not like these people want you where you are. They do very much give a fuck about you. They really do. Okay. So whatever it is that you're hearing, it's I don't know. I would be careful with making really almost like hasty decisions right away or something like that. Like, try to just stay positive. I really feel okay with this situation because there's something that's going to be given to you here. Okay. And it's going to be really shitty if the universe goes to give you this thing and then you say, oh, I'm not worthy enough of it, or I'm never going to get it, or I can't go for that. They've never hired me there, or I'm never going to get that, or those people hate me over there. No, it's actually the opposite, and they don't hate you. Okay, you're going to be reaping what you sowed soon because a money scam. There's a fucking money scam out there. That's the thing. They want to take this job away from you. Like, I don't know if you start to get paranoia about money, about somehow your paychecks or this job isn't going to work out. They're not going to pay you enough. You're not going to get enough money. It's a scam. You are going to get enough. They are going to pay you properly. There is light at the end of the tunnel with this. Okay, the gag is the scam that you need to leave because they don't like you. Since when does that fucking matter? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're there to do a job, whether people like you or don't like you, as long as no one's being violent towards you. Who gives a shit? I was watching this episode of Friends where Monica starts working at a restaurant and everybody hates her. Is that J.K. Levin? No. Everybody hates her. And she's like, they ask her like where she eats lunch and she goes, I eat by myself in the back alley because nobody likes me. She's like the head chef and everybody hates her at Alessandro's. Okay. Because she's there to make changes. And like if you ever go somewhere, you get promoted, from just some type of sales to manager or something like that, people are going to give you some fucking slack about that. Okay, like people don't like change, especially in the workplace, especially at home. It's really hard to incorporate change. People are more PTSD fucked up than I think they realize. Okay, because just a little bit of change can really throw people off. And it's like that little bit of change threw you off. Like you got some post-traumatic stress under there somewhere, like families constantly moving you or energy constantly changing. Nobody tells you about it, right? That's the thing is like, we've got the terminated with they regret everything, both in reverse, which really helps me believe that you will regret if you end this. You really will. Okay. Again, like look at that. Pride was hiding behind that. I didn't even fucking see that there. So there's Pride. Okay. Pride right side up with the other cards in reverse. Okay. So maybe this is that little third party interference that makes it seem like, oh, you can just lay at home. You're too pretty to work. This job's too hard for you. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve what they're going to do to you. So just go home and just, wipe your sorrows away and drink and pop a bunch of pills and everything will be better. Yeah. Okay. Not. Okay. So definitely a little bit of like a sketchy situation here going on with money. Okay. So be careful. Like I said, I don't think anybody should be making any rash decisions right now or giant purchases because, again, it's a money scam. Somebody could be offering you something, but you got to put all this money down. You got to put all this money invest and blah, blah. It could be a fake scam as well. That could be. I mean, it's just a general message. Okay, so it's not exactly personal per se, but again, if there is some type of investment that somebody is trying to get you to do or partake in, I just cut the deck to abandonment. Okay, and now I'm getting this, way back in the day, there's this, I think it's CSI Vegas, okay? We're going back 15 fucking 20 years at least, okay? Like when that shit first came out, there's an episode of a man who gets found in a pool and he's got a wife and a kid, and he's this man who gets people to invest in these beauty companies. and his wife, and he gets people to invest like $50,000 or something like that for each store. I think he's saying or claiming. Anyway, somebody took him out. Okay. So again, like, be careful, because he was just taking large amounts of cash from people saying he was going to invest it in something, and he was not. And maybe that's why Gothic is here. It could be saying, like, you know better than this. Like, take your time to think about it. If there is some type of offer that comes to you that says something along the lines of you getting rich quick, it's fake. Okay. I watched something popped up on the internet of some man and a woman talking, and the man's like, tell him how much we had to invest, and you tell him how much you didn't think it was going to pull through. And she's like, we only had to invest $20, and now we're like basically millionaires. Like, that's still, even if it's on YouTube, it's a fucking lie. Okay. They can lie about shit like that because there might be a one little fine detail that's correct about the ad. Okay. So be careful. There's definitely a pyramid scheme here, I think. Possibly. Okay, and the pyramid scheme would be, you're working somewhere already, and they say, come work for us, you'll get rich. No, you fucking won't, guarantee you. If you've got something good going on right now, do not rock the boat, especially if you're not looking for anything, and then this you get some fucking offer or something like that. Do you know how many emails I got a day of solicitors trying to get me YouTube followers, saying I could pay to get Instagram followers, saying that I can pay this company and this company. TikTok will just shoot up to 1 million subscribers, all this shit. Do you know how many fucking scams a day I get? They're like $5, $10, $15 for the week, blah, blah, blah. They'll give me all these subscribers, make it look like I'm super popular when really I'm not, or some shit like that. I'm like, really? I know a fucking scam when I see one. FAFO, fuck around, find out. Okay? You really think something could be good? Again, do your research before. If you get that little bit, okay, because you know the grass is not greener on the other side. Okay, so if you've got something good, don't fuck it up. Don't trash your lawn thinking that somebody's going to move you somewhere and you're going to get this beautiful picture perfect life. It's probably not going to happen that way. I know for a fact rich people are rich because they don't give money away, and companies are rich because they don't just give money away. Okay, so just be careful. And then the fact that I just heard, if they're asking you for a bunch of money to invest, again, like, that's a red flag. Okay, yeah, leave your company and come invest, $10,000 with us, and we'll make you a millionaire. Red flag. No, I like my company just where I'm at. Thank you and goodbye. Okay, don't be a victim to a cheap scam thinking you're going to get quick money. Never works out that way. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news to somebody. As I said, bad news. You did see those cards jump out. But I'm telling you, they have an accomplice. Okay, so there's your red flag again right there. They've got somebody working behind the scenes. So that could be the person that's trying to get you to do something. And then there could be this big company that wants to invest and they want to get you invested in them and you'll become a partner and blah, blah, blah. No. They have some type of accomplice, which means whatever money you'll give to this company, it's going to get filtered out by something else really quick. Okay, and then possession, demonic possession. Afraid of change. Didn't I say that? Afraid of change? Like, if you're that afraid of change, there's something else going on. Change is inevitable. Change is evolution. Without change, you're sitting there dwelling in your own shit. Okay, like, do you flush the toilet or do you just leave your poop sitting there? I'm pretty sure you flush the toilet, you know what I mean? Which means the water moves and it evolves to clean water, okay? Always progress, all right? Especially where you feel like if you're lacking, right? You can't stay in your house all day, all night, right? Like, if you're becoming a victim of a pattern in some way, okay? and then something tells you, oh, well, you can just like, could be a victim of like obesity or something. Oh, well, you can just lose a bunch of weight with this little pill. Like, why don't you just buy Ozempic? Hello. Okay. For one, pharmaceuticals are actually known to break your bones down, literally causing osteoporosis. So be very careful about some product that says you can just take this pill instead of walk around and do exercise. Which one do you think is better? Popping a pill, sitting on your ass and doing nothing, or evolving, changing, and going for a fucking walk? Okay, not that difficult. But when you're getting sold because you're a consumer to a pill, that's the job for you? Ain't nobody working for free. Not even that goddamn pill. It's gonna take something. And it could be fat cells, sure. If it's a legit company and a real pill, but it doesn't say that it also causes kidney damage, and it also fucks with your stomach, and it can cause ulcers and make you completely codependent for the rest of your life on steroids. Okay, like I said, there's a scam. And when the scam comes out, it's literally the universe saying, you can fuck around and find out. Like, I mean, you can totally debunk everything I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking general reading. It's tarot. Get over it. Okay. Or you could take a warning for a warning and take the warning where you need to. Right? This is just spirit. I'm just a fucking messenger. I don't give a shit what I'm talking about. It's the message for somebody else that's the main issue. Okay, so you want to fuck around and you want to invest a bunch of money in something because you think I'm wrong. I mean, Spirit's not here to argue with you. Okay, they're here to protect you. No, I would not say if something was going to turn out really well for you, I highly doubt the universe would be like, don't fucking put your money in it. Okay. Again, but it's a general reading. So you just take it if it resonates. Okay. Like there's obviously something in the ether that's supposed to be given to somebody, but there's also a shit ton of pride sitting with it as well. Like, I deserve to make this move. I've got this money. I can do this. I don't want to work anymore. This place tells me I don't have to work and they're just going to give me money. I mean, again, listen to the red flags if you hear them and ignore them if you don't. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, people. I had to tell somebody today, I was like, remember, we're flipping burgers. We ain't saving lives. Okay, we're not heart surgeons. This isn't the hospital and we've got somebody open on the table. Bitch, we're just doing our thing right now. And trust me, everybody's going to get everything they need. And we can just calm the fuck down. And she was like, I really got to start telling myself that more often. And I'm like, do you know the weight that we carry on our shoulders, that people can't wait? And if we can bring them something as soon as possible, then so shall it be, that the consumer can't wait for a fucking minute to get something. Again, yeah, you can. Okay, if they're saying to rush it, then it might be not the right deal. Okay, there's certain things that have to be rushed, like fast food, and other things that don't have to be rushed, like open heart surgery. Okay, again, you got to know where you're playing with this demon. Because there's a fucking demon here. And they want to fuck with you. Okay, so if you're starting to get money, don't stop now. Okay, honestly. Because that would be the scam. Suddenly something starts going right. And you get off track. Okay. Hope that resonated, people. Hope you're having a fabulous long weekend. Look at that greed. There is a greedy little bastard energy around you, especially if you're living in a big city. There is a greedy bastard around you. And he's trying to do something. And this card stayed on the bottom of the deck for a long time. I didn't take it because it's the fifth house of pleasure. And I didn't really feel pleasure had anything to do with this reading or should have anything to do with this reading. I do feel like there is possibly something that's just kind of fucking with you because it can. Okay, it's just pleasurable to watch you scramble and run around thinking that people don't like you or thinking that this is the wrong thing for you. So then you go and you try again somewhere else. It really is having a good time making you run away. Okay. Take it if it resonates. People can hear me when they're walking by because I have my window open. They can fucking hear me. And like, I don't know how. I don't know how my voice carries so far like it does. Like I can see people trying to see in where the voice is coming from. I'm like the Wizard of Oz up here. They can hear me, but they can't see me. Smoke break. For anybody new here, this is what we call the smoke break. Hello from Turkey. No way. What kind of headphones? Like the noise canceling headphones? I actually saw an old lady today that had this headphone set on, but she had these little like volume, like these little things that stuck out so she could, I don't know, hear? I don't know. It felt like it was like a hearing mechanism for her because she could hear everything, but they look like fucking headphones. Oh, good for you. All right, people, take what resonates. You know the drill. Okay, here we go. So, message is summed up. somebody has a family member, and I mean, family is just the analogy, family member that wants to see them gone because they hate them so much. Okay, it's poor little Carol Ann. Remember Carol Ann was getting attacked the other day? Well, she's getting attacked again. Okay. And this one, it's kind of, this one's a little bit weird because Carol Ann is getting attacked by some type of nasty feminine energy. Okay. Because of a masculine energy being somewhat obsessed with it. And we have fertility here in reverse, and there's love. And the devil. Fuck you. And okay. So somebody has a devil attachment in their relationship. Okay. So this couple is very toxic and they do not like their children. I don't know if both of them are the parents or this mother is the parent or the father is the parent, but there's a kid here, okay, that they want to kill. Like they want them gone, dead, buried. And nobody is saying anything. Like they might be openly talking about how they want to kill somebody's kid. But maybe people don't think that they're being serious about it. But like, who the fuck jokes about killing somebody's kid? Like, what the fuck? I don't care if it is your kid or it's not. Who the fuck jokes about that? That's fucked. That's not healthy. And nobody's saying anything. Everybody's just looking away. Oh my God. Like, this is horrible. This is fucking horrible. And like, Carol Ann doesn't know what to do. So she might just go and hang out with the ghosts because she's going to get attacked. Money in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Loss of emotional stability, financial strain in a relationship, missed opportunities at work, investing in the wrong career path, making poor financial decisions. Loss of emotional stability, which I think is put into this relationship. So one of them in that relationship is holding the other one afloat, while that one takes everything out on the kid. Something about somebody is obsessed with their partner and like obsessed with their partner, or they make their partner like work day and night for them. Like, this is our relationship. This is what you're going to do for me. You're going to eliminate your children. You love them too much. Oh my God. They took, oh my God. Some female energy convinced a man to hate their kid, to give them money because they were emotionally unstable. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Ew! Ew! Ew, 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 ew. Oh my God, you gotta see this. Oh my God, look at this. 2 kings showed up. Yeah, like you think you're Rico Suave motherfucker comes up as the King of Wands and the King of Cups. Okay, fuck you, bud. Okay, and this is how the female's coming up. Yep. Tricked them all. Got them all, bitches. Look at me in my little sunglasses. Fucking whore. Money whore. And this is a partnership because it's the King and Queens of Wands. Okay, so that just means that the husband is the only one that carries any feelings towards anything. He's the only emotional one. She, Tits McGee over here, okay, she's a little fucking thinking she's a little goddamn rock star. And look at the way he looks. Like, easy, bud. Probably wears Swiss Army, okay? And then look at on the bottom of the deck. This is what I couldn't believe. Judgment. And look at, what do you know? Some bitch walking in with a bunch of dudes. Doesn't fucking surprise me there. Accountability. Ew, what the fuck is that? Oh, no way. Look at this. On the bottom of the deck, I didn't even fucking notice. It's the Queen of Cups in reverse. I told her so. I told you this bitch doesn't care. I told you. She's just this Tits McGee. Just, yep, I just get my man to give me whatever I want. Look at me. Bah, bah, bah. Oh my God. And now she's fantasizing about how she can fucking get, oh man, she's planning on this guy's head up. Oh, she's a sociopath. Oh. Oh, bullseye. This is a very aggressive partner. They are having very intense arguments right now. This man is feeling very alone. He doesn't know what to do. He seems to be in some type of trap. Okay, and there she is. She's still trying to think of ways to get him, ways to steal from him, ways to fuck him over, ways to get his kids out of the way. She's still thinking. She's plotting, I heard. She's plotting. Oh, that's what you think. Underneath this Six of Pentacles in reverse, of course, because this bitch isn't going to give anybody anything. You realize it's a nun in reverse. Bitch works for Satan, which is why... Satan's mistress. I mean, we've heard it a bunch of different times, a bunch of different ways, okay? So this is Satan's mistress. Look what's underneath that. The fucking moon in reverse. Experiencing deception, fear, paranoia in matters of love, gaining clarity at work, dealing with sabotage, facing deception, uncovering financial deceit. And then greed in reverse. Somebody needs to deal with their... What the fuck was that? Okay, something just touched my foot, and nothing's there. I don't know if that was a ghost. What the fuck just touched me? Oh my God, I think there's a ghost in my house again. Oh my God, something just touched my foot. I'm not even joking. Okay, anyways, ooh, Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, okay, this bitch needs to deal with some trauma, okay? She does not work well with people. She doesn't work well in a team, which is why she's not like these kids. She's trying to interfere with somebody's kids. They're too much for her. She can't handle energy around because she needs to control this king. There's something to do with this king, and obviously these kids get in the way. So she wants the kids gone because the father might concentrate too much on the kids and not enough on her when they're around. The devil. And then the Magician in reverse. Romantic deceit, manipulation, lack of commitment in love. Thank you. You belong right there. Taking a more active role in your love life, finding fresh inspiration, positive outlook. So, like, I don't know if this king is suddenly realizing something, or maybe you're the child and you're putting all the pieces of the puzzle together about your family or something like that. But this man, the masculine energy, like, yes, he is doing a lot for this woman, but he is also concealing a lot of his feelings to do, obviously, with these kids. There's like, he might go off and like go on walks by himself and contemplate things. There might be water near him. He goes to the water and he thinks about life, and he's thinking about these kids because he's looking at them. He's looking at Carol Ann. Like he might, I mean, he does have sunglasses on, so it's almost like he is trying to hide that he's looking. Okay, so there could be, like, if you're estranged from family or something like that because of how they black sheeped you or did something, they're definitely watching you. Okay, I don't know how they're doing it, but they're watching you. But the glasses are on. Maybe that's why I put my glasses on today. I don't know, my eyes were a little bit sensitive, but they're definitely ask. I don't know what I was going to say there. Okay, but they're definitely watching you through glass. That's what I wanted to say. And the glass would be like phone, okay, TV, computer screen, window shopping. Boy, use the window shopper. That came on today in my drive. Mad as fuck when you see me riding by. Oh my God, I was on the road the other day, and this fucking crotch rocket goes by me like 1,000 miles an hour in my lane. Oh my God, almost shit myself. I like felt his wind as he drove by. And then this cop, there was a cop on the side of the road that I'd already went by. Motherfucker starts chasing. It gives up. He goes like a quarter mile and then gives up. The crotch rocket was so far away at that time, the cop just turned around. I've never seen, he was so adamant, like he was gunning it. That cop was gunning it. And then he was just like, I've never seen a cop give up on a pursuit. Just like he just rather go and get a coffee. I was like, okay, all right, I guess that guy's gonna win, and you look like an idiot. So mad as fuck when you see me riding back. Oh man, this lady fucking hates you, okay? And like, take it if it resonates. Somebody does not like you, okay? And like, I mean, they can try to justify it as much as they want. This guy can try to justify it as much as he wants, but there's serious fucking manipulation in somebody's relationship to do with their children, okay? And the deception has been, I feel like, with the judgment card almost, with that woman walking into judgment like that, I feel like somebody is. I heard walking the plank, so they're walking to their fucking judgment, okay? And they're either going to get kicked off the plank or they're going to get asked to turn around and fix their shit. And that's the thing is I don't necessarily know how the universe works. I'm not going to, question it in any way, but I do feel like there are judgments, and sometimes it's not always in good, like sometimes it's in vain, the judgment calls. So I don't know, this person, I don't know what it is, why they got somebody all riled up to bring the energy here, but somebody did something to these kids, okay? Because somebody loved them a lot, and she wanted that love for herself. She didn't want that love anywhere else. She wants that love with him. Okay. And when you deal with people like that, especially if this is somebody who is obviously separated from their baby mom or baby daddy, right? So they can say like, well, just send them to their mothers. I don't want them around anymore. Just send them to their fathers, right? Somebody could fucking be a bitch like that and just act like the children are the problem and they can just go with the other parent. Okay, like, no. No. I'm going to give up my time with my kids just to fucking spend with you. The fuck? But somebody did. Somebody's father did. They went for the bait, okay? And probably because they're just as attached to the devil as that fucking bitch is. Okay? They just don't want to admit it. That's the sad thing. Okay? Is that a lot of your parents rushed into relationships and rushed into having children and having the nuclear family, that a lot didn't stop to think if that's really what they wanted, you know, and to really look at it and see how miserable some people are in that type of, you know, surroundings, like trapped to the 9 to 5, and then they're giving 3/4 of their paychecks away to their kids, and then they might get a quarter themselves, but then that's got to go to the house, okay, and it's got to go to paying their bills, right? Like, sometimes you need to just be a window shopper. Okay, price check, look around, explore, okay? Clearly somebody fucked up. And that's the thing, is when, you know, these people might not have parents, or, right, they just wanted to make their own families, and then they walked out on them, right? And they didn't do what was right, because obviously this feminine energy wanted a man's energy all to herself. And that is... I definitely do not suggest that anybody start dating somebody who has children and think that you can get rid of them in some way. Okay? That is demonic. That is disgusting. And I mean, if they actually fucking listen to you and get rid of their kids, they're just as pathetic as the person who asked them to do it. So honestly... Children, oh my gosh. Children are so precious. I watched this baby eat today. He looked like a little old man, for one, and his mother was trying to feed him, but she was also trying to eat herself. So heaven forbid, you know, she puts the food down for 1 second to like put something in her mouth, and then the baby would start crying, and then she would look around because she didn't want him crying. And then, so she was so nervous that somebody was going to say something. And then I was just, oh my God, people are just... I love people watching. I really do. I'll just stare at people. I caught this man yawning today. And then we got in this huge conversation about games. and then this is how weird and psychic the world is. He was playing this game with his wife, and they run out of things to talk about. So then they start playing games when they go out, just like little card games, nothing that, you know, super cute. And she was talking to me, and he goes, they were playing this game about, okay, and there was 2 scenarios, and you had to pick a scenario. And he tells me, he goes, okay, would you rather be a psychic and know somebody's future and not tell them? Or, and then he gave the second option, and my manager from the back yells, number 1. And like, these guys don't know I read tarot, and I'm staring at them, and I'm like, number 1. And they're like, really? You would want to know somebody's future and not tell them? And I'm like, I do know people's futures, and I don't tell them. Like, what are the odds? There was like a stack of cards, and that's the question he asked me. And I'm like, honestly, the fucking world is a beautiful place if you let it in. Honestly, it will change your perception of magic and how this huge weird place works. It's very magical. There's a place that I drive by, and it's this like overfilled spot of the river, and it's like it's in a valley, and I swear on my life, leprechauns live there. It's so magical. It's like leprechauns and fairies live there. It looks like this miniature, it's like got a like little miniature tree with this miniature river. It's just, oh my God. I'm like, magical beings live there. I know it's true. You don't even have to tell me. I love valleys. There's something about a good valley. You'll find some leprechauns in there. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be in Ireland for that shit. They're here. With those little fairies too. There's fairies in my room. I see them all the time, but I see them out of the corner of my eye. I'll be watching something or looking at my phone, and then I'll see a fairy in the background jump from one thing to another on like my shit. And like, I know that my eyes are seeing what they're like, I know, but I'm not looking at it because it's my peripherals, right? I'm not, because when I move my eyes to look at it, nothing is there. But when I'm not concentrating on it, I see things jumping and shooting and moving around my room all the time. Like there's energy everywhere. I just, you know, you have to not pay attention to it to see it, if that makes any sense. All right, everybody, last reading. Take what resonates and discard what doesn't, please. Fought tooth and nail. Something is bloody. I almost feel like somebody is trying really hard to, could be like debunk you in some way. Like you could just be a sage or something, a natural one that just has a lot of guidance to say and just nice wisdom that comes out of your mouth. It's just instinctual. It's not really something you try to do. It's just something that naturally happens in certain situations. And I think somebody's really trying hard possibly to debunk you and say like, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. Clearly they script everything, but like it's all just, you're living off of a vibration. It's a very positive vibration. Okay. That's why it's so instinctual. That's why these people are so angry, because they would see it as a lie, that your instincts are a lie, because they don't know what instincts are. They don't know what intuition is. Okay. So they live a life very mundane, you know, very 9 to 5, robotic. They just do what they need to do and they come out of it. So to possibly think that somebody could be intellectual enough to channel energy and use their natural instincts in situations, they're busting out books for everything. I mean, they would, what you would call, they really are just not intellectual. Intellectually stimulated, more or less. Like they need the information. And you're like, I can just channel the answer. Or, you know, somebody asks something and you just give them the right solution. And while they're Googling on their phone how to do what you're asking them to do, because they don't know the answer, but they're acting like they do. They're acting like you don't exist. Like there's no way that you don't bust out your phone and Google. Like I didn't even know. Okay, people have been talking about this chat GPT or CPT or I don't know, CTV. I don't know what it's called. Like chat GPT, right? Okay. Anyways, this robot that talks to you, it's a robot for fuck's sakes. I'm pretty sure it's a goddamn robot. Okay. It's possible that they're saying you chat a GPT. It is GPT, right? Yeah. Yeah. So they're saying, thank you. Who is that? Thank you. Never seen you before, Richards. Good job. Okay. They're like, you know, because the way that I've heard it, they want to act like it knows everything. I actually am a little ashamed to say that I know a witch who has been a witch and an intuitive reader her entire life, and she fucking loves chat a GPT. And I just like, I am appalled. I don't want to say that to her because I would never question her mad witchery skills because she is fucking mastered in serious levels of witchcraft and on such a positive level. She's very positive. Everything is very positive that she does. Everything is very positive outcomes. She is not by any means of negative energy at all. So the fact that she uses that, I'm like, damn, like I was like, I laughed at her and I was like, oh, she's like, you know, but again, she doesn't take that as personal, you know, like I just couldn't believe that us witches are using that shit to get answers. But she was like, she said to me, she goes, the questions that I ask, she goes, what she's looking for is a different perspective. It's almost like an affirmation she's looking for, right? So she's like, she appreciates the different perspective that certain robot gives, okay? Because she says it is enlightening, which means it is along the lines of what she's already practicing. So she trusts it, okay? But on this side note, you've got this spectator, okay, or this skeptic, I should say, but obviously a spectator, skeptic, okay, that's saying you haven't worked hard for your skills, okay, you don't use your instincts, okay, and possibly the love thing is that maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're just trying to get people to like you or some shit. So you're just saying things that you think, or that they're saying this anyways, that you're just saying things to get people to like you or to get people to love you or something like that. Okay. It's complete horse shit. Doesn't even fucking matter. Ha! The tower. Nice. See all the cracks in the foundation? This shit's coming down. Okay. All that they said about you, that you don't do this and you don't do that and you haven't fought for anything in your life and you're just trying to get people to like you and blah, blah, blah. It's coming down. And that's what happens when you build things off of lies. Look at that, the Blair Witch. There's definitely witchcraft here. Maybe they're saying there's no way you can be a witch or something like that. Witches are evil. Witches are herbalists. Okay? The ones who practice dark magic are assholes. They're not witches. They might call themselves witches, but they're assholes. Okay? It's the same as good people versus bad people. There's no difference. There is no Satanism in the craft whatsoever. It's actually more user instincts. That's exactly what witches do. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to work with herbs, the fucking universe. This person's got some type of ivory tower on you. Bitch, you're in the woods. Ivory tower my ass. Why does it always have to do with something with sex? I tell you guys, it's either sex or money. And considering money already showed up, there's a roof. Horrible choice with scissors. There is something that I think the scissors are connected to this tower here, and there is something that is just done. Okay, horrible choice with this roof. They made a very horrible choice to come and fuck with you. This person lived under your roof. That's what the roof card is. Somebody you shared a roof with. You didn't have to necessarily live there. You could have worked with them or something, but you shared a roof. Okay. And I don't think you're in that tower anymore, but they might be. They made a very horrible choice because of the thing is with this tower, they did not fix the tower. The tower's crumbling because it's built off of lies. Okay. This is honestly, you know what I'm getting? I am getting this is somebody's gossip. Somebody's just, I don't even think you're fucking here. You haven't even shown up to your own reading yet, which is hilarious. I don't even have any cards for you. This has nothing to do with you. This is all them. This is all them. Emotional as fuck. Over you? Like, how does that even make sense? It doesn't. Like, the perfect storm. Maybe that's you. Maybe. We're just going to put that over there. All right. See if that's you. Name of this perfect storm. Why did that go over there? Okay, so bear with me here for a second. Okay, so whatever this shit is about what these people chose to like do to you, okay, there is a Spirit used the word plethora. You know, it's Spirit wet. I never use that word. You have a plethora of gifts coming in. Okay, so gift number one. You are going to have a way better way of seeing spirit. Okay. You might not have been able to see so well in the past, but you are going to see now. Okay. Because I think, and I'm kind of like matching the storm clouds with the cards. Okay. I feel like, you have trusted spirit, even though it was possible that you didn't see them. Okay. But you trusted that they were there and now you might see them. Okay. So word to the wise, you might see ghosts very soon. They could also appear in your dreams. All right. There could be somebody that appears in your dreams, somebody that's a part of your family in some way that suddenly appears that's been gone and passed for a while, but you've never seen them in your dreams yet. They might appear. Okay. It's now I'm getting, oh yeah, that happens in Beetlejuice, the second one. And she can't see her husband. And her daughter is like, wow, isn't that great? You know, you're a psychic, you see all these dead people, but you can't see dad. And she just fucking rips her mother a new asshole. I swear to God, because she cannot see her dead husband. But that's the thing. It's not our choice. It's their choice to step forward. We can't force it. This is a gift that can't be forced. You either have it or you don't. You either have respect to use it when you should and put it down when you shouldn't, right? You don't break boundaries. You don't disrespect people. You don't go climbing into people's fucking closets to see what they got in there. This is a gift that needs, it's a gift that can be taken away. It's privileged. All right. It's not a right to read tarot. It's not a right to see in somebody's head. It's not a right to take away something from somebody. It's not a fucking right to violate somebody. Okay. So if you're doing something and it's just natural because that's who you are and they are like, seriously defamation of character, casting you out, so much so as sheer blasphemy. Okay. it really will not be tolerated anymore. Okay, and now I'm getting this song, Something Like a Storm. The storm. You are the storm. It's not you're something like a storm. You're a fucking storm. Okay. And their sex passionate lovers is on fire. And what does water do to fire? Out. This was a horrible choice. No wonder this card came out. This was a horrible choice to do to you. Horrible. They don't even know. And we got the creepy card, and I like it because these, we have to talk more gifts. You're getting more gifts. Okay. We have justice. Justice. Okay. As I'm looking at the scales right here, the scales, justice. Okay. And it's idiot in reverse because I really do feel like you know that you are the storm and that this is happening. Okay, so you're not stupid. Okay, so you've got, then last but not least, the last storm cloud. Okay, we got the white, the red, the blue, aka purple. You are getting asked out on a motherfucking date. Look at that. Come on, VIP? You're going to VIP? Like, what does that even mean? I've never been VIP'd anywhere. That's a lie. I got this one VIP pass 1,000 years ago at this, Amnesia, this heavy metal festival. Oh my God. And I went and saw Deftones on the side with the VIP people. I was still a million miles away, so I don't know why they called it VIP. I've never been. I'm pretty sure VIP means backstage. This was just to get into the VIP sides because this was a huge festival and it was massive. So you could use your VIP for like certain concerts, get closer to the stage. But that's it. I've never been VIP'd anywhere. Okay. So I don't even know what this means. I can't even break it out to you because I don't know. I'm that VIP virgin. I'm like, I don't know what the right word is for that, but okay. So something's going to blow your fucking mind and it's going to be creepy. Remember that this is going to be a little creep. Okay. It's going to be creepy because there's going to be things that are just happening because you're a storm. And you're going to just wipe every fucking rumor, every bullshit thing that this person ever said or anybody ever said. You're just going to like crush it. You're just going to cut it out. Maybe that's a scissor. You're just going to cut it out. And like their entire foundation, which people believe is real, okay, that they built on emotional as fuck. Yeah, good luck. Okay, foundation of water. Okay, again, trying to even light a fire on that. I mean, I don't even know how they did this. I don't know what they did. But you are now, because of that, in an extremely powerful position. And that, my friend, I would say, because Spirit's saying, probably the best decision you ever made in your life. And like put your head on my chest, dream something effortless. This is gonna be effortless. Like it's gonna be really funny to these people watching you suddenly somehow blow up or something, like I don't even know how they're going to see it. And maybe they're not going to see it. That's the thing. Maybe that's not the point. Okay. It's for something you to see. If they see it, they see it. But I mean, I've always said that, try not to put, too much on the internet. Okay, basically because it's just, it can just, a gift can really easily be taken away. Okay? It really can be. So I would really cherish this and keep it sacred and reap what you deserve. Okay? Which is a few gifts, I'd have to say. Okay? Volcano. Yeah, something's going to blow up for somebody. I'm telling you. Something is going to blow up for somebody, and that's the goddamn truth. That's the goddamn truth. Like, whatever this mistreatment was and trying to talk shit about you, it's all time for it to be over with now. Like, maybe that was just a part of a time that was supposed to keep you small because you weren't supposed to blow up yet, you know, like, and whatever that means, maybe it's supposed to blow up financially. Your business might increase that you do on the side. Something might happen for you, right? And then because of that, then there's the VIP passes, and that could be something like brand ambassadors and stuff like that, branding and having sponsors, and right, like you just never know what could happen. I mean, it just seems like the internet is just fucking booming. Everybody's on the goddamn internet, and it's just, that's where they want people. So if that's where you're going, then it might drastically change on you. Okay, so thank you very much for being here. This was an amazing reading. It definitely was a little tricky in the beginning, but I definitely like the way that it ended. Okay, so thank you for being here on the long weekend. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, and I will be back. I have no idea when. But I will be back eventually. You know me. Okay, peace out. One love. Word to your mothers.